It's out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
They'll run on first down. Parker gets through, and now an opening. He's at the 40, past the 20, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Extra point forthcoming. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A collegiate star nearby Maryland. This is Anthony McFarland. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On first down, McFarland.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the save. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll try the left side. Parker. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. They'll try the left side. It's Parker. And some space here. And all the way down to the 27.
127 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. To throw is Jackson. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete.
And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Throwing is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down, McFarland.
And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Fake. They'll look to throw. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. First down, McFarland, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On the handoff, it's McFarland, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a give, right side. It's Parker. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
But if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
They'll run on first down. Parker found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll try the left side. It's Parker.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Partner, those are back-to-back 6-yard runs, and if they're going to continue to get those types of plays, shoot, you just keep running the same stuff, don't you?
Yeah, it was 1st and 10, then 2nd and 4. Now 1st and 10 again. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a give right side. It's Parker. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 160 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And out of bounds right around the 20. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And a give this time to the tailback. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now Jackson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Jackson. Now the ball comes loose. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. They'll try and run for it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
And that is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and run for it. Then he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations, 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. The 30, 10, 5, and this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Extra point splits the uprights, and it is 28-0. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On the give, this is McFarland. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. McFarland once more. And some room to work. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. 89 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll try the left side. It's Parker. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Parker. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Now a give, right side. Parker. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On first down, it's Parker, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Being chased out left. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. On third down. It's Parker, and he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run as the Ravens push further out in front. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, he's got him in the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking deep here for Ebron. He's got it at the 15. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. They'll look to throw here on first down.
That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Tossing this out wide to McFarland.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
95 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Anthony McFarland.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Boswell for the extra point. It's good, and it's now 35-14. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. Oh, I think they got it. Yes, the Steelers have it. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going into the head coach's ear.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
We're in Baltimore. Third quarter action, 2nd and 10.
Now back to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Parker. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
Making it happy, Captain.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 87 yards. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let it go again. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Ravens are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Hey, check back, back 6, back 6. Here we go. Sponge. No, ready.
On third down, Jackson throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Watch twins.
They'll run on first down. Parker. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Jackson looking to throw on third. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end.
Well, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson can really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got him on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now it's Jackson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. But it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Pressure too much. Down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. On first down, it's Parker, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Parker. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the left side. Parker. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Here's Jackson to throw. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Monte Nicholson picks it. And the Steelers come up with a late turnover. But it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Ravens, they climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. And for Charles Davis and our entire